If you want to change the world in some sort of way, you have to do unconventional things. I've been thinking about this, the idea of using platforms and digital technology um, for some time. And it's fascinating that there is still a large number of people that don't believe in the power of this digital technology. And I look around at every industry, um, except for, I think, actually the academic industry is highly conservative. But I look around in almost every industry and I see dramatic changes that are happening in those particular industries because of digital technologies. You know, um, there are, if you were to look at the top companies in the world, many of them are platform digital based technologies. If you're to look at, who are the top speakers, for example, in the world, many of them exploit digital technologies quite readily. If you were to look at, um, who or what is having an impact in any particular domain, it is those things that are developing digital technology or building on top of them in some sort of way. It's a critical thing. And it's fascinating when I am doing this reciprocity project. I've been thinking about it because I just posted, YouTube just allowed me to post a bunch of these podcasts on the YouTube platform. So you can get 1,000 different podcasts on the YouTube platform now. But I was thinking about these is how is it that I'm one of the only ones that are actually doing that, right? Of actually turning my life as an academic, as a researcher into, digital form. Why isn't nobody else sort of jumping on board this? Right. There is one person that had done that, and I'm not going to name this person. They were at a major university in Canada. They became kind of an internet sensation. And then because this person says sort of outlandish things. But I want you to think about these particular things, these particular tools. This is a way to revolutionize, democratize a lot of the things that are going on, right? And I really want you to sort of start thinking about this and looking at, okay, right? We want to have positive social change. Be that person that is a bug in somebody's ear that is continuously saying positive messages, that is helpful. And I'm sort of seeing myself in this kind of way at this moment. Is like, hey, we do have some issues that are going on. And yes, it is hard to do, the scientific game is really hard. And I don't think it has to be, right? One of the things, yes, building a platform, and that's what I'm doing, is building this platform to make non-rejectable research papers and grants, right? So what is that going to look like? It's going to be something that is going to walk you through slowly, where you actually get something that's really good. And there's, different platforms and different things that exist today that kind of do that, right? Like Uber, for example. They kind of do that in other domains. And I was like, well, okay, let's jump on this. But at the same time, there's this other aspect of it is there's a lot of dark moments, and this is just from experience. This was at the heart, after a lot of reflection, many years of reflection, thinking about, why did I actually build this platform? Is because of the dark moment that I go through. And I was like, okay, I can change this. So I'm going to provide a technical solution where I'm going to bring people together and hopefully get feedback that is positive, that's going to really emphasize, hey, we're going to do some good here. Walk people through, make sure they feel good along the way as much as we can, make it humorous and silly as much as I possibly can. I'm going to repeatedly do this. But then on the other side, it's like, why was I doing that? And the reason was many moments I'm deeply depressed. Many moments I'm alone. I'm isolated. I don't feel good about myself. There is a strong political, system that currently exists. And I think that's not a political system in what you think about, right? But there's legitimate gatekeepers that exist. Are they evil and all that kind of stuff that you may be thinking about? No. They're doing their job, right? They're doing their job because of the system, the way that it's actually set up, right? And they're doing a good job at what they're doing, but we can change the system. And the only way that I can see to change the system is by building a digital platform and then being a bug in your ear every day. If you listen to this, hopefully you will see, yes, I'm one little goofy person that doesn't know what the heck that they're doing, but I'm trying. And I'm repeatedly doing this over and over and over and over and over. And hopefully it gets into your brain where you can pick something and, yeah, you know what? Like, I used to be sort of scared of people competing and all that kind of stuff. Whatever, go do your thing. What floats your boat? That's fantastic. But, pick your thing and go after it, right? I know at this moment that, I've done this long enough that I think I know that this is like, this sounds really cocky, but I could do it better because I'm more real. I am actually, doing this thing. I'm trying every day and I repeatedly have done this. And, that reminds me of, this is an aside. It reminds me of, I used to be scared of like, oh, what if somebody is going to do this thing? Take my idea in academia. And one of my advisors was like, well, many other reasons what's going on there. It's a lot more difficult than you think. And that's exactly it, right? To be foolish enough, to be silly enough to do this, that's a tall order. And I think that's very daunting for a lot of people to do that. Now, and plus you have to be crazy generous with your money and have my wife, puts up with a silly nut that continuously does this. But, there's lots that goes on. And I want you to know that these digital technologies, whatever it is, can change the world. But you have to be willing to do it. You have to be willing to stand up, get going, and try this thing every day and find your thing. Love your thing, love your life, and repeatedly do that and not be afraid. I'm still afraid when other people talk to me about it. I still feel like, I kind of cringe, total cringe moment. But I'm still going to get up and do this. I'll remind you every day that you're an awesome person. You're remarkable. And we're going to keep going. We're going to do these steps every day, and it's going to be not so great some days. But many days, you can get back up and do this again, repeat and rinse, get back going, make your life awesome. And use those digital technologies that exist. Don't be afraid of them. They are a little wonky when you use them. I got you there. But, man, they ever transform the world if you repeatedly use them over and over and over again. Just like what I keep saying. All right. Take care. And have a wonderful